Let's move to story number 2. Story number 2 is an interesting one because this is not really a news story. And this is about a platform that the University of Texas launched. It's called LineUp, where it's a hub for companies and individual requesters to find and contact Texas student athletes. They did use their personal emails. So Shu, what are your thoughts?
I will tell you my thoughts. I'm putting on some clothing here that has absolutely nothing to do with the story. So anyways, so this is the University of Austin threw up this site, and on this site, one of the things they did was to have direct contact information with their student athletes. This is across all sports. We're talking about football, of course, which is the biggest money maker, women's and men's basketball, women men's golf, women men's swimming. Whoever has decided to participate this has their Twitter account listed, their Instagram listed, and their email listed. Now, Twitter and Instagram, you can mute. It's not that important in the grand scheme of things, but personal email, this is not at utexas.edu email addresses. I'm looking at this, that it's at Gmail, at Yahoo, at iCloud. So it's safe to assume that these email addresses are being used by these student athletes across the board, and things like banking and anything that requires two-factor authentication. Now you may say, okay, this is just their email. They still need to get into that email system. Any attacker needs to get into that email system. With an email, you're halfway there. Like Yahoo, how many times have they been breached, right? So their breaches have been legendary. So you've given attackers at least halfway to identity theft for these student athletes. Some of them may become professionals, may become very rich and professional organizations who now have their personal email addresses.
I feel bad for the athletes, and there's no time like the present to teach all of these athletes the value of identity theft and digital identity monitoring, because they need it now. They are already targeted. Some of these athletes will become high net worth individuals, and this just starts the clock on when their identity is going to be targeted for theft. So this is a horrible event, and we hope nothing bad happens from it. But to safeguard against anything bad happening from it, I hope that the university is going to provide identity theft protection for the remainder of these athletes' lives.